Well, hello, my friends, and welcome on into the kitchen with me today. I'm going to be out at the food ministry. It's Monday when I'm starting this, so I want dinner ready when I come home tonight. So this is going to be a simple crock pot meal. All I'm going to do extra is open just a can of vegetables, which we can pour a package out of the freezer, and we'll stick it in the microwave. But I think you're going to like this. I think the whole family is going to like this. So here's how we're going to start it. I sprayed the bottom of my dish. This is a crock pot meal. We're going to slow cook this thing for 6 to 8 hours while I'm gone today. And I've got a package of chicken breast here. They're kind of big, so one per person. We'll have some extra since there's just 3 of us in this house. And that one don't look like it wants to fit, so they'll just kind of lay over each other. Man, look at that. That was a healthy chicken, wasn't it? So we're just going to kind of lay that in there just like that. That is our step 1. Pour that out. Wash this hand. I won't be touching the chicken no more. I'm going to take a couple of seasonings, and you can just kind of raid your refrigerator and see what you got. I'm going to use some cayenne pepper. No surprise, right? Lightly coat that in there. I'm going to use garlic powder, not garlic salt. And if you had some paprika or other things like that, it would be okay. Not a lot of salt, but I do want to get some salt on my chicken here to kind of soak that in. Just a little bit, and we're going to dash it with some black pepper. Just for the flavoring. All right. Take 1 bouillon cube, drop it right in the bottom. That's why I'm not adding a lot of salt, because it's going to be salty to me. We can always add salt later, but we sure cannot take it away. And the one thing I've learned about using your slow cooker is it takes less water than originally thought. So originally, I might have poured a can of chicken broth in here with this to add more moisture, but we won't need it. So I'm just chopping up an onion into some slithers. I'm going to lay it around on our meat, like so. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're just going to get that flavor built. This recipe also says that you can put your green beans, your peas, whatever, in here on the next layer. I don't want it like that. I guess it'd be more like a chicken pot pie type thing if you did that. All right, so I'm chopping this on up. That chicken's gonna make a broth in the bottom, so that's why we won't need to add any water. And then that bouillon cube will just help us with our flavorings. We're almost done. We're almost done. This is a walk-away dish. When I come back and film the second half of this, we're going to be eating. So I like those dishes. This is, you can use a can of whatever kind of cream of whatever soup that you want. I didn't have cream of chicken. I didn't have cream of celery. I have cream of mushroom. So we're going to pop in this cream of mushroom. Like so. I'm just going to rinse this can now because it has a dent, so stuff ain't wanting to come out. So therefore we're not going to do the, if I were cooking this to eat, it says to add a can of, this is the condensed kind, so a can of water along with your can, but we don't need all that water in this situation. All right, kind of making a mess there. So we're just gonna lay this over our chicken as best as we can. It'll do its thing while it's cooking. Got something on me and I was trying to hit the door. So one more layer of just a little bit of salt. a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of garlic. That's all we're gonna need here. My top layer, regular old stovetop stuffing. You can get the off brand if you want. You can get chicken, you can get pork, you can get turkey, you can get plain. Doesn't matter. The steam will take our breadcrumbs and cook them. So this is going to be almost like our little topping here. So we're just going to go do that. That smells so good already with that chicken flavor. And there we go. I see some of those little chicken bits in there too. I moved them so I get some on that side too. Now the recipe is pretty flexible with what style. So the steam is what's going to cook and make that soft. If you want it to be more of a crusty type thing, you can take this and open the lid for the last 20 minutes and it'll help build a little crust on it. So we're gonna put this on for 6 hours. It'll probably be 10 by the time I get home. But that's gonna be dinner tonight. I'll just open a can of green beans or something. And so I'll see you very, very soon. We'll be trying out dinner. Yes, I've changed clothes. I'm here ready to eat my crock pot meal that we have put together. I don't know. It may not look the best sometimes. It's got all that flavor, that onion that I put in, and the chicken is so tender. And juicy. Y'all try this. Put it on when you leave work, when you come home. Dinner is ready. I love you all. Be blessed. Be safe in these storms. I'll see you soon.